So, last year I got this for my birthday, and I said I would do an unboxing and review on it, so here we are. Now, this is the Cybertron Defense team version of Red Alert from Transformers Cybertron, or alternatively, Ultra First Aid. This is a 2005 Takara line. Box is so big it doesn't fit in the camera. Looking at the front, looking at the top of it, we have him in rocket truck mode and partially transforming, and I lose the white backdrop. We have him in robot mode there, swinging his weapon around. We have the back, which shows some stuff on him, things and stuff. Here's his two various forms. For once, not a repaint, just an actual proper new form. We have Optimus, Megatron, Scourge, Wing Saber, Jetfire, and Leo Breaker. On the bottom we have a picture of him again. On the side we have that. So, how was it that I opened this last year? Yes, this thing is sat completely in storage for a year because life has been busy. So let's get the key out. We have Cyber Planet key. Now you might be able to see Armada Red Alert on to the side there. I've got him for comparison value. The figure itself. We have holographic card sheet. So we have book of instructions or destructions. We have random Japanese product catalogue for the range. Yeah, it just shows various parts of the range. We have holographic card, which is going to be a bugger to show on camera. But we have him in various poses that you see as you angle the card. So, in vehicle mode, this is how he compares to Scattershot of the same team, and Hotshot of the same team. And when I say same team, I mean Cybertron Defense Team, rather than just Autobot. Hence the funky logo that they all have, which you might be able to see here. Probably better visible on Scattershot. Okay, so, and here he is compared to his Armada incarnation. Now, Red Alert wasn't in Transformers Energon for some reason, which is kind of sad. But yeah, in terms of things that can be done in vehicle mode, there aren't many. You can have the missile. You can launch the missile, in theory. And a lot of people on eBay selling these things have them without the missile because they've lost the missile, or because they want to sell the missile separately. You can also lift up this little gun thing that could be anything. It's probably a twin-barrel cannon though. So, now, I don't think I have batteries in him. So, yeah. He does have lights and sounds, I don't care, so I haven't plugged them in. Like, I don't care for the lights and sounds on this thing. It's going to go back into storage for a while until I have somewhere to display it. So, yeah, he won't exactly get much use out of things. So, let's transform him. I say as I started, after already starting, so. Feet, go that way. Now, a friend of mine in high school did actually have this figure, so I do actually know how to transform it without the instructions. Plus, the TV show did a really good job of showing you how to transform it without you needing the instructions. Now, on a side note, inside the legs, much like how Armada Red Alert would store pieces on the side of his leg, would store the pieces for his arm on the side of the leg. Red has Cyber CDF Red has a claw and a hammer. We see the hammer in the show now and then, but we don't see the claw, I think. Could be wrong. Now, let's just split it. Now, it's kind of folded it like that. So, let's just get the shoulders to behave. Let's get the legs to behave. Move the cannon over. Flip the head out. And glorious light piping! In terms of light piping, maybe that makes it better visible. I'm just using a little balloon light without the lid on it. Now, because there's lighting in this, it has transparent stuff. Now, in terms of things that happen, this part here can be removed. And it does have a cyberkey slot on the back of it. Now the cyberkeys are pretty generic in terms of connecting. The only time I've seen any kind of difference is cybertronization of some of the previous lines transformers. So Demolisher from Armada got a slight rework to basically come into the Energon into the Cybertron line without his minicon, and instead had the cyberkey to unlock his shoulder weapons firing capacity. Now, if I can just get this sorting thing out. See, it's stiff. I'm just going to go for the one that I can get out easily, because one of them comes out really easily, and then there's the claw. So, in terms of arm movement, we have horizontal pivots. Out of the way, you're annoying. So we have horizontal pivots, we have vertical pivots, we can move the shoulder around like that, and mirrored for the other side. We have 360-degree waist swivel in horizontal. He can also look up a little bit, but not much because he's intended to look down. Now, he has the legs able to do their adjusting out like that. And if you hear a cat, it's because he wants to come back inside. Because he's noisy. I put him outside for recording. Now the hammer literally just plugs in like that and clips onto the arm. Now there are two pegs on the arm, or two peg points that you can mount it on, and because of the design of it, you could actually plug this on the other arm. Leave some lighting on his eyes, so that just makes him look cooler. Since I'm about to plug the missile in now, let's just move him back. Now the missile in itself has a little trigger point here and here, so that when you plug this, there goes the backdrop. When you plug in the cyber key here, plug in the cyber key there, it activates the little spring-loaded mechanism to release the gun parts. Now, the missile itself also kind of looks like a rocket slash its own spaceship. Now, it does have a launching shell, in theory. There we go. I don't have any action figures to knock over with it. Yes. Now, in terms of head sculpt, he has a mouth. It's not a very obvious mouth, but it's a mouth. He has a little targeter thing on his head there that is a bit off center. He has the eye, has the single visor. Now his hands are just sculpted into fists, which is kind of boring, but what do you do? This is 2005 Takara. This isn't Combiner Wars. Or some of the more expensive lines that actually have pivoting hands. Just like that. That just looks kind of neat. So yes, this is Cybertron Defense Red Alert. I haven't got all that much more to say about him, really. Let's get his buddies up and show. Okay, and so here he is with the other two members of his team. So we can probably put a hot shot at the front here. So I don't have scatter shots down on me at the moment because it's buried in storage. Yes, he dwarfs Scattershot by a little bit. Not all that much, but he is a bigger class. Like, I think he was the same. Like, retail was, I think, and Hotshot was 25. Yeah, back when when you could buy a deluxe for under $30. So in terms of, like I mentioned about the cyber keys, we have, it does work generically. You just need a cyber key, and in some cases you don't even need a cyber key. So we have Scattershot's big shoulder gun, and his other shoulder weapon that folds out and slides down. Now the arm is actually, missile is capable of sliding down further, but it doesn't need to. So we have them in poses that aren't exactly dynamic. Like Red's the most dynamically posable of the lot of them, I think. And like, narratively in the series, they got their butts handed to them by Megatron after he got a new cyber key weapon, and they end up drawing the power of the Omega Lock and Cyber Planet keys to generate new forms. They were on an army base and scanned military vehicles. Red got big rocket launching truck, Scattershot got a missile bombardment truck, and Hotshot got a upgunned APC. At least I think it was an upgunned APC. Slightly better version of a oh, what's that tank that America wanted to be Jack of all trades and end up being a master of none of them. And so here he is with Armada Red Alert. Now, Armada Red Alert is about the same height as him, but certainly not as, but not counting the big missile thing. Now I don't have Red Alert's little partner Minicon, but that happens. Now, in contrast, this is how big they are compared to a Warhammer figure. not exactly small compared to Warhammer stuff. Like, I'll score 10 of those cost $100, cost $98 Australian. Of course, the version in question being a multi-part version rather than multi-loadout version. That cost, I think, less than the Armada, less than the Primaris. That easily cost less than the Primaris Marines, and it came pre-built and pre-painted, admittedly probably by child workers over in China. Of course, Cyberkey doesn't work with Armada figures, so yeah. So Big Red is a decent figure. Too expensive. Like, I paid, I think, more than retail for him, because getting hold of second-hand figures often ends up being expensive, and especially if you get them in the box, which, by simple luck, I found one in the box for a vaguely reasonable price. To be fair, try finding Energon Wing Saber for under $300. You can't. I've tried many times. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. This has been a kind of out-of-character video for the channel, but yeah, anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and what's your favourite Transformer, if you have one? Like, or favourite Transformers series? Now, I'm not a G1 fan. Like, I enjoy it, but 2000s are my era, and Prime. Like, DFP is probably one of my favourite series. I need to go and rewatch all of the Unicron trilogy. I actually like the Unicron trilogy. I know Diamond Bolt will hate me, but too bad. I like Energon. It's weird that I do, considering how many Transformers fans hate it. But then that happens. Anyway, thank you guys for watching.